What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we made it to 5 years straight. It's week number 260 of the weekly rotation. 5 years straight of never missing a week. Yeah, that's a lot. I know. Channel's older than that. I've been doing content since July 11th or 12th, something like that, of 2019. So I was doing content for 6 months before we started doing this weekly rotation. Now, I didn't invent the format, but boy, I sure ran with it and made it synonymous with me. That's how I feel, because, I mean, nobody's done more of them than me. It's just what it is. And, yeah, we've got an interesting one this week. You can see a lot of them here on screen. All stuff that I've picked up in 2024. Mostly 2024 releases with a couple things like this one right here is not a brand new release, but it's brand new to me because I picked it up here in the last couple of months. So it's all 2024 releases to celebrate, you know, pretty much the end of a great 2024. And it smelled good. It's week number 260, 5 years strong. Stay tuned. So starting off on Sunday, we just pointed at it. It's become one of my favorite Montales immediately. It is Montale's Sensual Instinct. So very rose heavy, super thick rose, super earthy. The oak moss here kind of gives me a little bit of a patchouli smell. I know it's oak moss listed, but I don't know. It smells like a damp patchouli. And you have the BR 540 sugared sweetness smell. People will relate this Baccarat Rouge 540, and I totally get it. It's definitely there. I prefer this. I prefer this to Mancera's Instant Crush and so on and so forth, because I really like thick, jammy rose scents. You mix that together with all these different things, that strong, earthy green palette in the base. Man, this is some good stuff. Monster Performer, too. 5 sprays is actually quite a bit on this fragrance. Strong, strong stuff. Wife's a fan. She did like smelling it on me. I don't think this is one she would like to wear personally. She doesn't like the earthy stuff. She likes sweet florals, but not an earthy sweet floral. But for me personally, this is some of Pierre Montale's best work, in my opinion. So during the day, I went with Sensual Instinct from Montale. Then when I got out the shower, the more disappointing of the two from Zadig and Voltaire that I've picked up this year. It's okay. It's just not one I'd say like, oh, you should really get this. It is Zadig and Voltaire. If I could get it to focus, that would just be fantastic, right? If I get a little bit more up on it. Very busy background right now. So this is him Vibes of Freedom. It's okay. A little spiced, it's a bit fresh. On the musky side, it's got the kind of bitter, spiced cardamom type of smell. I think cardamom's the featured note here in the top. Smells like a slightly bitter cardamom. It's okay. Like I said, it's a solid fragrance. It's just not as good as I hoped it would be. It gets overshadowed greatly by that bottle right there that we're going to get to in just a little bit. That's 2024 release. This is really him. We'll get to that one in a little bit, in a few days, according to the way the rotation's segmented. But it's okay. Like middle of the road type of stuff. You could do a lot worse. It's kind of interesting, but nothing really special. You got to like the more soft touch of powder, slightly bitter spiced type fragrances. Of course, it's nice and woodsy. A little aromatic, but doesn't really offer a lot of freshness like I had hoped it would. But again, you know, a solid fragrance, just not a special fragrance. Out the shower, Zadig and Voltaire. This is him, Vibes of Freedom. Moving into Monday, brand new release from Lattafa. Later this week, I will be doing my most accurate clones of 2024 video, and this is definitely going to be in it. This is Najdia Intense. Now, the opening does not make it completely accurate to Le Beau Paradise Garden, because there's some pineapple. That's more of a Le Beau Le Parfum type of thing. But after a few minutes, when it starts becoming more about the greens and the ginger, and a little bit of woods, pretty spot on. Pretty spot on to Le Beau Paradise Garden. I do like this one quite a bit. And then look, it smells, you have all of those elements plus the pineapple. That's the thing. The pineapple kind of threw me off in this one at first. Like, it smells good, but it's like, they don't really have a lot of that in Paradise Garden. That's Le Beau Le Parfum type of thing. But aside from that, and then, like I said, you give it a few minutes, it becomes Le Beau Paradise Garden. Smells great. Watery aquatic. slightly earthy type of ginger, more so than like creamy and bright. It's actually quite good. And the quality's on par. It's pretty much what and what with what Jean Paul Gaultier is going to give you in oil quality. I mean, it's virtual identical quality. They're both chemically synthetic, but smell really good out in the air. This is definitely a good one. Wife's a big fan of this one as well. I am as well. Love the LeBeau DNA. It's actually my favorite stuff that Jean Paul Gaultier puts out. And yeah, I wore it again out the shower that night as well. So during the day and out the shower on Monday, Lattafa's Najdia Intense. Moving into Tuesday, just got this one recently, and it's in the Ministry of Gourmand line from Paris Corner. This is called Coconut Lagoon. Coconut Lagoon is something that you coconut fragrance lovers should absolutely try. Let me get that to focus for you real quick. There we go. Love the bottle. Super, super heavy. Got a little bit of some blinged out rhinestones here on the top of the cap. It says Ministry of Gourmand. Really good atomizer. Like, good stuff. And you get a blast of juicy citrus and sugary sweet coconut. It's caramel and vanilla, but it smells like straight up sugar. Like it's sugar cane would be a note. Not a sunscreen type of coconut. I had somebody ask me, is it similar to Beach Walk and stuff like that? No. This is a gourmand type coconut fragrance, hence why they put it in the Ministry of Gourmand line that they created. It's delicious. It is. I'm not a big gourmand guy. It's not like a go-to genre for me. But you mix tropical with gourmand, and now we're on to something. This is amazing. During their Black Friday sale at Aroma Concepts, it was $32. Now it's $47, but you can still save 10%. And at that price range, I still strongly recommend it to anybody that's a fan of coconut. Again, you get it like sweet, because it is a sugary sweet type of smell. That blasted juicy citrus at the top. I believe it's bergamot and mandarin orange and one other citrus. It's just so bright and fresh. And then it starts to get creamier as it dries down. This is some good stuff. Wore it during the day, wore it out the shower. It's Paris Corner's Ministry of Gourmand. It's Coconut Lagoon. Moving into Wednesday, another 2024 release. This is another one from Zadig and Voltaire that is much better than Vibes of Freedom. This is really him. Now, this is really him. Elephant in the room. Does it smell like this is him? Yes. The DNA is very present. I'm telling you, having that Christmas tree in the back added to the busyness in my background. It's hard to get it to focus. Absolutely has that smoky vanilla type ambery smell, but also mix a little bit of Parfums de Marly Altaire here because it's very vanilla dominant. You got some orange blossom. Of course, there's a strong woody facet to this, very woodsy fragrance. The biggest outlier, the biggest deciding factor for me, the thing that makes me like it so much is you get all of that great stuff plus metallic notes. Fits the color of the bottle. It has this metallic smell with basically a blend of This Is Him and Parfums de Marly Altaire. It's kind of like a hybrid of those plus metallic notes. That may sound amazing to some of you. Maybe not, but to me, it's actually amazing. I've spent a little bit more time with it because it's been months since I sprayed it. I got it several months ago. Because I was trying to decide, is this going to go in my best of? Or is it going to go in the really good mid-tier? No, it's going in best of. Something's got to get bumped. We're working on those videos right now. I already started rolling out my best, end of the year evaluations. I love this. This is really good. And the sillage on this one is stout. I don't go nose blind to this, even for having something, a synthetic aroma chemical like metallic notes. I don't go nose blind to this one. It's pretty strong for several hours coming off of my skin. And I'm just, for this wearing, it was just sprays around the side and back of the neck. And I was just living in that sillage. Another one wife really enjoyed. This is some good, actually I got a compliment from the lady at Walmart. I never remember what their position is. The blue vests at the self-checkout. Just came and put a sticker on my case of Diet Dr. Peppers. And, that happens a lot. I buy the same stuff all the time over and over at Walmart. And self-checkout, if you got the cases of drinks, they put the sticker on there. And they usually don't have to check your receipt on the way out because it shows that they were watching you check out. Point being, she leaned in and got it. She said, "Oh, you smell really nice." I said, "Well, thank you very much." Not a big deal. Not some elaborate conversation. But a compliment on how I smelled nonetheless. And I agree with her. I did smell really nice. And if you get this one, you smell really nice too. One of the best designers released this year that has not gotten much shine. Yes, I do think it's the best in its line. this is really him. Moving into Thursday, we got 2 more new releases here. George's best fragrance, first and foremost, with the first in the Basilius collection, Zaharoff Prive, Precious Treasure. It is indeed a precious treasure. Based around the Bushman candle note. This is bottle number 7 of 500. Has been sold out for a few days now. There we go. Finally got it to focus. It's fantastic. It manages to wear very light and airy, but have great sillage and longevity. It's not going to scream off the skin, but it just has this big fluffy cloud that's going to follow you around. Love the way this smells. Very ambery, woodsy, a little waxy, and very musky. Peppered spice up top. This is good. Light sweetness. It's good. Very modern man. Has a sensuality and slight sex appeal to it. But you can totally rock this one day in, day out, every season. Signature scent kind of stuff. Great date night fragrance at the same time. You get a lot for it. You really do. You get a lot of versatility and usability with this fragrance. Amazing stuff. Yeah, for those of you that got it, you understand. For those of you who didn't get it, maybe later next year there will be another round, but it won't have that presentation. That was a one-time thing. So those of you that got it, you're it for in the world. There's 500 of you in the world for the foreseeable future. It is that good. I gotta say, it is that good. Yeah, you'll see it in the rotation pretty often for a while. Wore it several times last week. Wore it again this week. During the day, Zaharoff Prive, Precious Treasure. And when I got out the shower, speaking of accurate clones, and it's funny because it doesn't really have the bitter almond smell. There's a leather spice sandalwood combo that gives a similar kind of smell to the bitter almond of the DNA. The openings are identical, though. This is from Fragrance World. This is Arsh in their French Avenue line. And it is cloning Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Platine Privé. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. The opening is so attractive. Just like Ideal Cologne, same thing with Platine Privé. This is going in that accurate clone video I was talking about. Because the openings are just 1-to-1. The dry down, slight difference, but because I did compare, I have a decant of Platine Privé and I compared them side by side. And this is so good. This is so good. Another one, really good atomizer too. Look at that. Get that sniff out in the air. Good build quality. Quality to the oils, surprisingly similar to Guerlain's. I was shocked. I was very shocked because not everything Fragrance World is a hit. There's some just as many misses as there is hits. This is a hit. Out the shower, Fragrance World, French Avenue, Arsh. Moving into Friday, new from my guy Perfu, Adictos. This is Pura Blanca. Blanca Pura. Said it backwards. So love the build quality. This cap, absolute weapon. But this fragrance, based around mango, but it's more around musk. There's a Ambrette, musk mallow, ambroxan, clean musk, white musk. It sounds like a musk bomb, but it's just right. There's enough amber and cedar here that warms it up just enough from start to finish. It's a warm mango musk is the way I would describe this. You could wear this for everything. Everything. High level versatility. Great performance. A touch of powder. Just a little touch of powder from all these different musks. Such a good release from him. He didn't release it yet. This upcoming week after the recording of this, it's supposed to be available exclusively in his Amazon store. I will link it in here and every other piece of content that I've talked about this on. It's going to be $100. He priced it right. Quality's good. It's original. It doesn't remind me of other fragrances. And you can wear it for every damn thing. So shout outs to Perfu Adictos. He did good. He did really good here. I'm very impressed with it. It's super easy and enjoyable to wear. Most of the time, that's what you want. If you're looking for a storytelling, complicated, over-the-top fragrance that you can turn your nose up, yes, when I was wearing this, the Castoreum, but this ain't that fragrance. To have that at a conversation at a perfumery with your friends, with your perfume friends. This isn't that fragrance. This is spray and go, and those that come in contact with you are going to think you smell good, whether they say it or not. And you're going to enjoy wearing it. That's what this is. During the day, Perfu Adictos, Blanca Pura, if I can get it to focus. I'm telling you, that Christmas tree, it's adding so much to the backdrop to make it busier. Then when I got out the shower, It's time for a good shave. I went with Emperor Razzo Rock again because I wanted the pineapple fruitiness because I had just unboxed Khadlaj Island. Speaking of pineapple fruitiness, definitely in the path of Le Beau Le Parfum. There we go. Love the bottle, the cap, the atomizer, everything about this, the scent. This might be my favorite Le Beau Le Parfum clone. It's better than Glacier Bold from Maison Alhambra, which, contrary to other people's belief, I think was pretty damn good. I still think it's pretty damn good. This is better. It's better. This is airy and fresh. It doesn't have the same performance as Le Beau Le Parfum. That stuff's a beast. This is kind of average, but it's so over the top fresh. It is a fresher fragrance of that DNA. Whoa, you want to talk about a killer combo here. Because this is like pineapple smokeless Aventus, basically, mixed with pineapple tropical Le Beau Le Parfum. Deadly combo. Wife could not stop sniffing me. She was loving this. Out of everything this week, this was the hanging on me, couldn't stop sniffing me combo. Yeah. Tropical and pineapple. I'm telling you, sweet fruity. Does her in every time. This is a great fragrance. I'd scooped it for $30 from Fragrance Buy. I think it's out of stock currently. Check the link. Click notify me. They'll all through this month they'll be restocking pretty heavily. Seems like at least once a week they restock this because it's popular. People are buying it up. And yeah. Totally worth a blind buy for $30. If you like the Le Beau DNA, you like pineapple, tropical, fruity fragrances, stuff's dangerous. A good release. There's a damn good, probably, it's my favorite Khadlaj fragrance now. Yeah, out the shower, Emperor Razzo Rock and Khadlaj Island. And finally on Saturday, new release from Tom Ford this year. We have Tom Ford's Eau d'Ambre Leather. I'm digging it. I'm vibing with it. Love the bottle, too. It's actually my favorite bottle of the three. I've got 50 mLs of the original EDP and the Parfum. Shout outs to Miss Heather. She's the GOAT. I have my decant right here, so I was able to sample it first. And I see where people are coming from. I had somebody this morning in my comments say it reminds them of Spice Bomb Dark Leather. Dark Leather's half the price. Some of it, sure. Yeah, some of it. This is more aromatic and has more vanillic sweetness. This actually, believe it or not, has a little bit more going on than something like Spice Bomb Dark Leather. But hey, if you want to get that and say, call it good, go for it. It's your money. Do whatever the hell you want. I've heard people say kind of a more wearable, fresher Baby Cat. I agree with that one more. Because it does have kind of the burnt rubber smokiness. Burnt tires, as I've been told from Baby Cat. I've always understood what they meant. Yeah, it has that. See, it's there. It's definitely there. But this is much more, and it also has like this black leather accord and this fresh, aromatic, almost minty-like freshness to it. Not quite minty, but kind of gives that almost cooling-like airy effect. I like this. Not all that spicy. I know there's spices listed. I don't really get that much spice. A little bit of like a fresh pepper. But nothing I would call super spicy. I like it. I think it goes in that middle tier. Really good release. Not one of the best 10 best releases as far as designers this year, but in that mid tier. This is a really good release for them. Anybody that's a fan of ombre leather probably will like this. It's different enough. It's not redundant to have this with the other two. The EDP and the Parfum, which the Parfum is just, they market it as a Parfum. It's still an EDP. Those are more redundant to one another than this is to either of them. So if you got one of those, technically you don't need both, I guess. There's differences, though. Because the Parfum gives you this freshness, almost aquatic type feel from Violet Leaf. And you got some Iris, Orris listed. Orris, Iris, Tomato. This is a little bit more different. This is an airy, aromatic, black leather, smoked vanilla. It's really damn good. I quite like it. I get pretty good performance out of it, too. I get about 6 to 7 hours. Nothing crazy. In that sweet spot for me, which is 6 to 8 hours, I'm digging it. Try before you buy, though. During the day, and nothing out the shower, Tom Ford's Eau d'Ambre Leather. Well, that was year number 5, week number 260's rotation. I appreciate you guys for checking it out with me. I'll try to have everything linked down below as best I can through the YouTube affiliate shopping network, Fragrance Net, and Sloma Shop. And then if you go scroll a little further down into the video description where it shows fragrances featured, they'll have fragrance buy links and such. Not sure what's in stock where and all that good stuff, but if you want to check anything out, I'll have it down there for you. Obviously, you don't have to buy a damn thing to watch these videos, and I'm sure proud of you and thankful for you for making it all the way through the year and sticking with me the whole way. And here's to 5 years. Got my Diet Dr. Pepper. Here's to 5 years of the week rotation and to 5 more. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.